I speak English at native speak. Hi, hello, welcome everyone. I'm not the one who speaks English at native speak, but it's this woman. She's called English with Evie. So I guess her name is Evie. And she claims to speak English at native speak. What does this even mean? For me as a foreigner, I do not know what native speed even means, to be honest. Is it faster than the normal English people nowadays speak English? Is it slower? Do we speak English too fast nowadays and the original speed would be way, way slower? I don't know, and I don't know how you would even be able to make a video that's 8 minutes 35 seconds long about the English native speed. I'm so excited for this one because I've never heard of that. I stumbled over this when I scrolled through YouTube. I'm like, what is going on here? So let's just jump in the video and find out.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Evie, and this is a video at native speed English to help you practice your listening comprehension. Feels funny to say that at normal speed, but this is the 100,000 subscriber special, so I thought maybe I should mix it up a little bit. Yeah.
Congratulations,
this is
by the way.
of me speaking at native speed. I would love to know how much you can understand, so watch the whole thing and comment down below.
Oh my gosh, it's an exercise.
So, I am making this video because I am about to hit 100,000 subscribers. I'm about 1,000 away right now, but I wanted this video to be filmed and ready so that I could upload it. Upload it for when I hit 100k, because that is so freaking cool.
She's so cute.
I've been running my channel now for about 4 months. I think it's actually 4 months today since my first upload. And this is the exact beach that I filmed in my very, very first vlog. And I was so nervous. I was so nervous in that video. I was like, my voice was shaking and I had to keep retaking the video because I was so scared. And that was just 4 months ago. So it feels pretty cool to be here now.
Aww.
And hopefully I come across a little bit more relaxed. In this video, I wanted to talk about a couple things. One, I wanted to speak about the difference between advanced, like how I speak to an advanced English learner and how I speak to a native. And I wanted to speak a little bit about the future of this channel as well. So,
okay,
you know, see if you can follow it. So, the first thing I wanted to talk about was the difference between the way I speak to an advanced English learner and the way I speak to a native, because these are actually two different things. When I speak to an advanced English speaker, like even somebody who's like C1, C2, they're basically fluent, they can work in English. I do still change my language. Even when I've made friends with people from other countries, my English is completely different. Oh, Christ.
No.
That dog scared me. My English is completely different compared to how I would speak with a native speaker. And the main difference is not necessarily the speed, but like the words that I choose and the words that I use.
Oh, really?
So when I speak to an advanced English speaker, I will avoid like really heavy slang. I'll avoid heavy slang. I'll avoid using too many expressions or colloquialisms or kind of leaning too much into the sarcasm. For example, like if I'm speaking to another Brit, I will literally be like, shut up.
Okay.
I'll just be like, your banter, like your Brits are very sarcastic. We're very dry. Like we like to take the piss out of each other. Sometimes I speak to like my advanced students and they might even find this video a bit difficult because I'm speaking faster and I'm using more specific words and phrases in here as well. Now, I don't know if any of you...
I wonder if the people from the UK that I usually talk to, if they change their language as well. For example, when I talk to Jay, we talk for hours and hours most of the time, and we're talking about everything. In German, you would say about God and the world. We talk about everything that comes to mind. We just change topics left and right, and we are always laughing. It's always fun to talk to him. So I wonder, now that I'm trying to rethink what we like how we talk, to each other. I don't feel like he's using a lot of sarcasm and he's not like bantering and like saying these things to me, like making jokes about me, or like in a way like she just described it, like Brits do to each other. I don't think he's doing that, so I think he changes as well when he talks to me. That's so interesting. I think I've got to ask him next time I talk to him. I've got to ask him because I want to know if he changes and if the change is deliberate or if he just doesn't notice. Because sometimes when I talk to people who are not like native German speakers, I change my speaking as well. I change the language I use as well. I talk slower. I use less complicated words. And I do not, yeah, that's true. I do not go into this everyday talking, making jokes, being fun German. I'm more like on the practical side there when I'm like, okay, I do want to get my point across. So I'm using easy words in order to do that. But it's not really about everything around a conversation. It's just about getting the point across that I want to say, and I hope he understands. But if it's an experienced German talker, I don't know any people who are like non-German speakers but experienced in that way, because I've only met people who either do not really speak German very well or are German speakers, but I can't think of any person in my life that was an experienced German speaker but not a native one. So I can't tell. It's funny though. And I wonder, do you do the same when you speak to a person? Like, for example, if I came to the UK and we were to meet, would you talk to me like you would talk to another Brit? Or would you talk to me like I am a German YouTuber that comes to the UK and speaks about like 70% English? I know that I'm a C1 because I've done many tests and it always comes out as like C1, but I always say that my English is far from perfect. It's so far from perfect. I hate listening to my own words when I edit my video. I'm like, oh my gosh, why didn't you say it like that? Why didn't you say it like that? You know these expressions, but when I talk, my brain doesn't think of them while I'm talking. And in hindsight, every single time I'm editing a video, I'm like, but you could have said that sentence in a better way. You know those other terms. Why are you always using these like kindergarten terms? Why are you talking like a fifth grader, for example, and not like a university student? Because you could, but you don't. It's so weird. I digress. I'm sorry. Let's get back into the video.
Have moved abroad at some point in your life to an English speaking country, because I think this is one of the main times that people really feel that difference between an advanced English speaker and a native speaker. In particular, if you make friends with natives, it's fine when you're one-on-one, but the minute that you end up going into like a bar or a group or like a big social event where there's lots of natives who are speaking to each other, that's actually when a lot of people find that their listening comprehension drops a lot, even though they're like C1s, maybe like C1 speakers, like super advanced speakers, B2, C1. And
I can
the
imagine,
biggest problem there is a lack of cultural understanding. You need to understand like the jokes and the culture and the background of the country that you're in, I think, in order to necessarily like pick up on the jokes, on the intonation, on the kind of banter that goes back and forth between people. And I think the UK is particularly bad for this because we're very dry, we're very sarcastic, like I said. So my advice for people who struggle with this, or if you are like an advanced speaker, maybe my videos are too slow for you, or you want something more challenging, you
I
need
can
to watch reality
understand you
TV.
just fine.
And I know it's not for everyone. Like, people don't always enjoy reality TV, like dating shows, but they are so important to watch because that is one of the only times that you will hear natives speaking to each other, particularly in these like small talky, getting to know each other contexts.
I have watched Love is Blind UK. I have watched that and I have struggled understanding those people. So I know exactly what she's talking about. That's the only reality TV show I've seen from the UK so far. In America, there is Love is Blind America as well, and I understood like all of it. But I'm very much into, like, I've always been into the American side of the English speakers, and I know so much about American politics, about American lifestyle, about everything American. I feel like I understand the people better than I do understand the people in the UK, because I've just started trying to understand them last year, November. This is how old my channel is. Of course, I wouldn't be able to understand the banter in between Brits. When I watched Love is Blind UK, I think I got like 90% of everything, maybe even 95%, but there was still a percentage, some stuff that was being thrown, and I had to like turn on the subtitles sometimes, which I hate doing, but for certain things I needed to put on the subtitles because it was like, it felt like it didn't even sound like real words, because it sounded like a little, or this is what happens to me when I watch American real life situations as well, when they start to mumble and the words are not spoken in a clear way. It's way more complicated for me to understand them, because I'm like, in German, I would, if I, for example, heard rap music, a German rapper, and I wouldn't understand every single word because he's so fast. There are like 20 words that he's saying within 30 seconds or within 10 seconds, and I would understand only every third word, but the context of the words that I'm getting would lead to me understanding what he is implying. But in English, that really doesn't work many, many times when I watch something like Love is Blind UK, because I do not know the context. Like she said, there is some sort of banter that I just don't get, or there is some joke that I don't get because it's something cultural, and I'm like maybe I'm understanding the words, maybe I'm understanding the sentence, but I don't know what the joke is because I'm not into the culture that much. So I do get what she says, and I'm eagerly waiting for the next season of Love is Blind UK that's gonna start in August. I'm waiting for that. I know, reality TV. I always hated reality TV, but what I love about the format of Love is Blind is that there are so many countries participating in this format, because there is a Love is Blind America, there's a Love is Blind Germany, Love is Blind UK, Love is Blind Japan, and you can compare the different cultures and the different people, and you can really, it's like taking a look into the country, like a world that opens up for you. Because, for example, Love is Blind Japan was completely different to any other Love is Blind format that I've seen, because those people are completely different. And I love seeing that because it's like a window to the culture that opens up. And that's why I love watching those shows, even though I usually do not watch that kind of TV. I mean, if you do and you enjoy it, you do you. I watch a lot of YouTube content that is like on a level where I'm like, why am I even watching this? This is dumbing me down instead of helping me out, getting more intellectual. I do not judge, but I myself, I do not watch it that much because it's not mine. However, with this Love is Blind thingy, it just feels like I am watching different countries, different people from different countries, and learning about them while watching the show, and that's what I like.
Without having like the language changed at all. So watch reality TV. If you want to be like conversational, making friends in English, watch reality TV. No subtitles. You already know the drill. If there's like a word or a phrase that you don't get, then just turn them on them. So that would be my
That's what
advice.
I do.
If you want to make friends, or if you're trying to go from that kind of advanced to like kind of native level like banter, watch reality TV. Once you're comfortable with that, then start watching comedies, because that will give you like the kind of cultural understanding to, if you can get the joke, you're going to be fine. You're going to be like C2. No worries. Okay, it's now about 6 minutes, so I want to talk a little bit for the last couple minutes here, just kind of reflect on my channel and
Okay.
everything that's gone on in the last few months. So
Okay, is she gonna talk about I don't know why I started my channel. Okay, we're gonna skip that part because we are all about UK stuff over here, and I really like the way she's filming her videos. By the way, if I had that kind of background, oh my gosh, this is just mind-blowingly beautiful. Like, look at that, the beach behind her. This is what I wish. I wish. But all I do have is some trees on the outside of my house, and I don't really have that nice of nature here. Or maybe I haven't found it yet. Maybe there are some places that are nice outside my house, but I haven't really found them other than this forest right outside my door. But forest alone, I want water. I want this. Again, I just I can't stay on topic today. What was wrong with me? What I wanted to say is that I really admire her work that she does for the channel. And like she said, her channel is only 4 months old and she has 100,000 subscribers. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. I mean, I can't complain either. I can't complain. Some channels are just growing a little bit slower. That's okay. It's okay. And I have a lot of nice people on my channel that are leaving so many nice comments under every single video. So thank you again for that. But I really, really like that she is having such a big success with her channel. I wish her all the best and so much more growth over the next years. And thank you so much for watching this video together with me. I'll see you in the next one. Have a nice day. Bye!